you're not watching the wrong channel, you're not in Wales, though that's what the sign says. Just a big thank you to Shauna and Claire for the sign, which we've now got hanging, and it's the first thing we see as we come out of our door onto the terrace. Today's Thursday, it's the 14th of September 2023, and I've had a very quiet day today. Anita's been off to Pollensa with her friend Yvonne, and they've had a little shopping trip there. And well, she's come back with a few things, as you'd expect, of course. And so I've just had a quiet day. I've been doing a little bit of engraving, so I've been doing some new key rings. This is a Steve and Anita key ring. I've got some nice red ones now. Trying some different things, trying to work that out. So that's using my machine, which is supposed to be keeping me occupied during the retirement that we've got now. Just bring you up to date with some more bits of news that have just been catching my eye today. And one curiosity was this plane that arrived in Palma Airport today, and all shrouded in secrecy, and lots of cars turned up, big high-end cars turned up to pick somebody up out of this aeroplane, and it turned out to be a government official from China. And what's really curious is there were tens of different people with him, so quite an entourage, and they seem to have come on a tourist visit to Mallorca, which I don't know, mind boggles really. So they went up to Valdemossa, to the Charter House, which is attached to the convent there where Chopin stayed, and I don't know if they heard any music, but it is a beautiful place. And they managed to visit Belvedere Castle as well. So in a short time that they've been here, they managed to see two of the great sights of Majorca. I don't know what's behind that. Nothing in the press really explains why he suddenly decided to come here. The government officials must have known about it because they met him at these different locations. So I don't know, maybe there's more to come of that. Maybe we're going to see some more about the Chinese on the island. There was talk a few years ago of them building a residence here for the elderly. I think it was going to be in Pagera, but nothing ever came of that. So that's, I don't know, we're going to find out, aren't we? In a video I did earlier this week, I was talking about June and July being record months, and the number of flights in August being pretty much close to the record. But there does seem to be a little bit concerned now about what's going to happen as the season ends. So typically for most of the resorts that we go to, the end of October, so there's still another 6 weeks or so to go, but the end of October is for many hotels the end of the season. Some do stay open, some resorts stay busier than others. Some resorts will stay open right through till almost until Christmas, but many of them do start to close down at the end of October. Some of them manage to stay open because of a system they have in Spain called Inmerso, and this is where the government actually subsidises holidays for Spanish pensioners to come to the island. At the moment, that's a little bit in the air about how it's going to be financed. So the hoteliers, the people on the island, are a little bit concerned that it might not happen. If it doesn't happen, then hotels will close and people will be put out of a job. So we'll see if the Spanish government decides to cough up the money. Lots of people have said to me that they're already looking at next year and booking their holidays and telling me which months they're coming, and hopefully it'd be good to see you over here in Mallorca. But before that we've got Christmas, and we do get quite a lot of people coming to Mallorca at Christmas, and probably want to head to Palma. Palma is a big city and there's always going to be lots going on, and lots of hotels will be open, and there's lots of things to do once you're there. The Daily Bulletin has actually been publishing some things that you might like to see, and some of the things that we do every year. One of them is to go and see the nativity scenes. These nativity scenes are so well done here. There's one in Plather Court, which is the town hall, and you'll find queues of people waiting to go in to see that. The one I particularly like is in San Miguel. If you're walking along San Miguel, one of the banks there does an excellent one, and they're free to go into to see. Many of the churches will also have them, so just keep an eye out for those. This year, the Palmer lights are going to be turned on, well, to my mind, very, very early. They're going to be turned on in November the 23rd. It's something to do with Black Friday, I think. And so they want to get people in the spending mood within the city. So the lights will be on right from the end of November right through to January. And they are really good lights. They're really spectacular, and usually they bring out something new each year, but it doesn't matter. They're just beautiful lights, lots of them in different areas, different parts of Palma, and certainly worth going along to have a look at. Many places will be having Christmas markets. The one we usually go to is the one in Puerto Pollensa, but there's ones in different areas as well, all around the island actually. So you might find one in other ports and different towns and villages across the island. Something else we've not done that the bulletin suggests is to go to the midnight mass in the cathedral. Never done that. Not sure we're going to be here for Christmas. We haven't got our plans sorted that far into the future. Christmas ice skating. It doesn't really get that cold here, but a number of ice skating rinks do pop up around the island. You go to Sonamar, there's one of the markets there they've had over the past few years, and I imagine they're going to have one this year. And they had a really big ice rink there for the past 2 years. Down in Puerto Pollensa, they've had another one. With the Christmas markets, they have ice skating there. Great for the youngsters, adults as well, I suppose, if you like that sort of thing. And you might find them elsewhere around the island. The Christmas market in Plaza España this year is going to move across the road to where the intermodal railway station, bus station is. There's a big park there, but they've decided, because of all of the upheaval of the Plaza España, because they're laying the new stones, it's not going to be suitable there, so they're moving across the road. How it'll be on across there, I'm not sure. I think it could be quite good, and it'll certainly get people to go over there and have a look at that park, which to my mind is a little bit underused, and in the summer it doesn't have enough shade. One thing we've done many times is to go to Plaza Court for New Year's Eve. Plaza Court is where the town hall is, where the olive tree that I've shown in Palma videos is, and they put a big stage up there, and they usually have a DJ or somebody announcing things. The TV will be there, and come midnight the clock on the town hall will strike 12, and the corks will pop on the champagne, and people will be taking their 12 grapes of good luck as each strike of the bell at midnight. So they take a grape, and it's supposed to be good luck. It's much more difficult than you'd think, having those 12 grapes. And I think probably in many countries that's where Christmas finishes, but not in Spain, and certainly not in Palma or many of the towns around the island, because the Three Kings, which is the 6th of January, on the previous evening, on the 5th, is when the Three Kings will come round and distribute the presents. In Palma, that is a huge parade. It was closed down during COVID, but it's been back now as wonderful as ever was. And we go down there to watch that quite often. It really is quite spectacular to see them go round. Lots of sweets being thrown into the air, lots of floats, lots of music, and lots of people. It will get very busy. Other towns around the island will be doing something similar, but on a smaller scale. And then, I suppose it doesn't actually end there. As far as Palma's concerned, their patron saint is in January. You have to wait a little bit longer. So around about the 20th of January, you're going to have the patron saint San Sebastian, and lots more festivities going on. In other parts of Mallorca, you'll have the San Antonio fiestas, which are a little bit earlier in January, around about the 14th. So lots of things going on, and makes it a good reason to come to Mallorca in the winter time, particularly around Christmas and the New Year. Well, that's it for today. Hopefully we'll be out and about again tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye for now.